Oh my gosh. My bad, everybody. I was muted. I was muted. My bad. Let's start this over again. This best of knowledge. I'm your host, Aramis. All right, boom. So basically, what I said in the beginning was my mic was muted. I said that I will be talking about the Steph Curry's heroic history making when he made 40K 3 pointers made all time, and then I'll be discussing the retirement issue between Curry, KD, and LeBron. I might, I might break some off and make a part two for that on Wednesday early. Who knows? Who knows? I will let you guys know on media on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. But to make updates, I will post those either on Instagram or Facebook. TikTok, I'll just be posting clips. Same thing for Instagram and Facebook. So just keep an eye out for that. Like keep an eye out for that. But so yeah, so first things first. First things first. So the NBA has posted the playoff picture, and I want to get into that real quick, just because of what I'm about to say is gonna is definitely gonna be inflicted off of that. So let me go ahead and pull that up for you real quick. Okay, so this is from NBA. What is this? So basically, the NBA has posted like how the playoffs will look right now, right? So you got, of course, you got OKC and East, and the first East and West. If you go to the West, you got, OKC at first, Memphis is second, Denver is the third seed, LA is the fourth seed, Rockets is the fifth seed, Warriors is the sixth seed, Minnesota is the seventh, Clippers is the eighth. Then you got Kings at the ninth and Mavs at the 10th seed. Now, if you go to the east side, you got, like I said, Cavs at first, Boston second, Knicks third, Detroit sixth. I'm sorry, yeah. Knicks third, Milwaukee fourth, Pacers fifth, Detroit sixth, and then you got Atlanta seventh, Orlando's eighth, Miami is ninth, Chicago is 10th. Okay, so if this playoff picture stays till the playoff and playoffs actually start, this would be the picture right here. Like those would be the teams. Those would be the teams that would be facing off. So you would have first seed will take on the A seed, and then LA will face Rockets. So yeah, so LA will face Rockets. Denver will face Warriors. Denver will face the sixth seed, and then the second seed will face whoever's the seventh seed, right? So if you go to the playing tournament it's still kind of new, you know, because originally there wouldn't be no eighth or ninth, teams to get a chance to get into the playoffs and actually compete. It wouldn't it wouldn't be that. Now they're giving their teams a chance to have that second chance to get into the playoffs and steal a spot and hope to compete to rise higher. So The play-in tournament, you got winners 9 and 10. So whoever wins, so whoever wins out of Minnesota and Mavs moves on, and whoever wins out of and whoever loses. Wait, no, I'm sorry. So whoever wins faces OKC. Whoever loses has to face the team that lost, and whoever loses that team has to face Memphis. So whoever wins out of the, Mavs, Kings, or Minnesota and Clippers will face Memphis and OKC as the 8th seed and 7th seed. Same thing with Miami, Chicago, Atlanta, and Orlando. Same thing with those teams. Whoever wins faces the 8th seed. No, it faces the 1st seed, Cavs, that would take the 8th seed. And whoever's the 7th seed will face Boston. So it's pretty simple. I'm one thing I'm kind of, excited for. I feel like this would be a really good playoff. Because not only that, you got the Knicks in there, you got Detroit in there, you got Memphis in there at the 2nd seed. Warriors are back in the picture. Rockets are in there. LA is back in the picture. Milwaukee is back in the picture. They're at a better spot. Pacers is back in the picture. The only team I know is not going to fully make it is Atlanta, Clippers, Memphis, and I'm about to say Chicago. Those are the 4 teams that I know that is not going to make it. Respectfully, that they're not. That's just my opinion, right? That's just my opinion. Everybody has their own opinions. I got my opinion. I got my predictions that those teams are not going to make it. But I noticed my Warriors have made it, right? 7-game win streak, everybody. 7-game win streak. Not only did we get Kuminga back, but he's fully healthy. So with him, Kuminga, with Kuminga, Jimmy, Draymond, and they're all like that whole lineup is healthy. You feel me? That whole lineup is healthy. We just been spanking boys left and right. You feel me? We just beat the Knicks at home. We just beat them. And then I honestly, I'm starting to believe that Draymond may be right. The Warriors may bring home another championship. If he wins another ring, you have to put him in the conversation of the GOAT conversation. And if anything, KD should be in it too. KD should be in the GOAT conversation too. Because of how much LeBron, KD, Curry, as much as these 3 best talented players who has been in the league for years, Curry's 37, LeBron's 41, KD's 36, KD's finna be 37. And not only that, they're the best 3 big men in the league. The big 3 is the best in the league right now. In this era right now, they're the best. And they still are until they retire. I said it. They will forever be the best until they retire. I know there's other players that are better than them. I know. But if we're really being honest, these 3 are, the best. And then once they retire, we already got our, like our best players that are going to be the face of the NBA. We already know who. I should have to name them because we already know. But my Warriors have been, have been improving a lot better ever since the Jimmy trade. We just been on a rampage of just winning games and games and games. And then the moment after All-Star break, when I heard Draymond saying, "Oh, we're bringing another championship to Golden State," and I was like, "Woo!" I like the confidence, Draymond, but I need to see, are y'all a championship team? You feel me? And they proving it. They proving it because you know why? The way how they've been playing, the way how Steve Kerr said that he has finalized or like an actual roster, and they've been dominating. They've been winning games left to right, left to right. Feel me? So when you look at who we're missing, it was obviously Kaminga. So we definitely missed him. But then when he came back, that filled that gap of who we really needed. And then you got Jimmy, and then Draymond, both really good defensive players and really good phenomenal scorers. Draymond is consistently hitting threes more. His scoring and passing ability, his assist game is crazy. And what have I said about Jimmy? Jimmy doesn't have to give you 30 again. Leave that 30 ball to Curry. Jimmy could just go out there and give you 11, 15, maybe a couple 20 balls, like a couple 20, like his stats, he can give you 25, give you a couple rebounds, give you a couple assists, get you a double, like, and that's good. Because not only do you have Draymond who can open the floor, that can bail you out, but you also got Jimmy who can bail you out too, and you got Kuminga who can bail you out. Not only that, but Kuminga's coming off the bench. He's coming up the bench behind Jimmy or behind Draymond. But Kuminga's a small forward, so he'll be coming behind Jimmy 100%. But I am happy that my team is progressing a lot better. I was scared. I was starting to lose hope to a point where the Warriors were not gonna, that they were done for. And I was kind of terrified because like I want to see these boys find a better way to make them better so that they can have a chance to start winning games, find a valid roster that would help them, and then just go from there. You feel me? That's all I really hope for that team, to just progress better. And they are. They're doing tremendously so good. I'm rooting for these boys to get another ring. And for Curry to get his second MVP, his fifth ring. I'm hoping. I'm hoping it happens. I really do. And not only that, but I wanna I forgot what I was gonna say. Hold on. I got it in my notes. Hold on, guys. I got it in my notes. Let me put up. So yeah, right here. I'm gonna put it right here. So this is from Basketball Forever, right? I've been getting a lot of these, and we all know Curry has another contract coming up that he's only gonna be here for another 2 years, I think. But yeah. So he has a contract for another 2 seasons, and that's gonna start by him doing season 2028 and 2029. Those were going to be his last season as a Golden State Warriors player, and then he was gonna retire. But then he also made a comment saying, "I know my contract is lined up, and I like to outplay that." So he feels like that he has enough in the tank to keep pushing. He has what it takes to keep playing. He feels like there's more to be done. If you're a player that has a mindset and the desire to want to play the game that you love the most, keep going. Keep going until you feel like, okay, I'm tired. This is getting like a little like it's getting boring, or or it's too much, because we've seen a lot of NBA greats or all-time greats retired for a valid reason. Like Dwayne Wade, he retired because he got bored, or he just didn't he didn't have the love for the game anymore. Same thing with Allen Iverson. Same thing with a lot of greats. Some people had injury problems where they kept getting injured so much that he had to, get forced to retire. And then some didn't, but that's how I feel about Joel Embiid. He's been getting a lot of injuries, and he's gonna have a surgery in his knee. If he messes that up again, then he's done. I'm sorry, bro, but you're gonna have to retire. Like it sucks that we have to come to this point where we start seeing these players fall down, and they keep falling down year after year after year, week after week after week, month after month after month. And then it comes to a point where they just don't feel like it's never gonna work out. So they stop their career short, and then they give it up. But honestly, the way how Curry said that, I'm like, okay, like it really depends on the Warriors, to be honest. I mean, you could say that you would love to outplay that. I don't want this man to retire. I don't. I want this man to keep going. I want to see him be able to like, I want him to get a ring. I want him to be in those conversations as a GOAT, because he is a GOAT, but we all know who the real GOAT is, and that's LeBron. The man's been in this league for 22 years, and it's just that. I mean, like, same thing with KD. KD and Curry has been in the league around the same year, and then they just been progressing and progressing. And if you look back at Team USA, Paris Olympics, gold medal road, that those three really brought back the that enjoyment. I feel like USA has brought back that enjoyment for Team USA too as well. And for those three to go out there and just ball out, like, come on. And then this would be LeBron's, and this would be LeBron's last year, last time playing in the Gold Olympics. KD will be going back, Ant will be going back, Curry may go back, if he gets that call, or if he feels like he wants to go back. But if he go back, then that'll be his second time playing. So yeah. But no, it's just like, I feel like it could be any sport, to be honest. It could be any sport, and if you feel like that retirement is creeping up on you, and what's the oh yeah, father time. That's what it's called, father time. When you feel like that retirement and father time is like creeping up on you, and it's slowly catching up, and you start to feel it, it's it's kind of like making you thinking like when reporters they start asking you like what is the plan or the move for your retirement, and you get these players thinking like, okay, we just got asked about retirement. How do we feel about this? Should we keep going or should we, But the players be like, well, I don't know how long I have left to play the game that I love the most, but I would love to make the best out of it. And then if it comes to that point where like I have to retire, then I will retire. But knowing LeBron and knowing Curry and KD, like they feel like they got a whole lot more to go until they feel like they're done, until the train stops. So that's just how I feel like that's just how I feel. Like how these players or teams or sports feel whenever they get to a certain age and they get to a certain point in their career where they start talking about retirement. So I don't know, but I do think that that these players shouldn't really force themselves to keep playing. Like I said, like we've had a lot of players, runners, like doesn't matter what sport. It could be any sport. Doesn't matter what sport you play. If you feel at some point in your life where like you're starting to lose interest in this game and the game you play, don't force it. Just retire. Because if you force it, then you're just going to end up getting hurt. You know. So definitely be careful of how you handle your career and how like how you play it. It's just that simple. That simple. Um. So I I know. Hold on. Let me let me go back to my notes again. So, uh, what did I want to? Oh yeah, so this was 6 days ago. Speaking of Curry, Stephen Curry will be joining Davidson College as an assistant GM for basketball. It makes him the first active player in the U.S. major pro sports to take on admin job with an NCAA team. All about giving back, and this is from Basketball Forever. So I don't think I've ever seen a NBA player who went to college and went straight to the NBA in '09, and then has given the role to be a what was it? A GM for basketball. I'm sorry, an assistant GM for basketball makes him the first active player in the US major pro sports to have take on an admin job with the NCAA. So, hey man, that's big. That's big to be an assistant GM for his own college team that he played. Man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Um, The one thing, the one thing I remember having this conversation. I remember having this conversation with my uncle. We were talking about how, like, what's the situation with Bronny and how we feel about Bronny, and he was saying that Bronny is just straight up trash. So I asked him saying, "Do you think Bronny should have stayed in college for another 2 years and then come to the league?" He said yes, and I highly agree. Now, when you're a son of a 22 year great, the king, LeBron James himself, the GOAT, if you're a son of an NBA veteran, LeBron James, and all eyes on you to think like, are we gonna see him go into the NBA and play with his father? That was the hype. That was the hype. Like, don't get me wrong, because in high school and in middle school, like he was nice. He was nice. High school, he was nice. He played an All American. He played an All American McDonald team, just like his father did, and he won state championship for high school. And not only that, but he was in college in California, and he only played half a year because he had that cardiac arrest, and LeBron almost lost his son, and that's kind of devastating because cardiac arrest is serious. Bronny could have died from that, but luckily he didn't die. Luckily he survived. You know, he came back, played half that year, didn't put up a lot of good stats in college, and I'm thinking like, yeah, man, he ain't NBA ready. He's not NBA material. He's not ready to be a pro. You know, but like I said before, he started coming into the draft picture. I'm saying like he needs to go back to college and play another 2 years. Like he needs to go back. I just feel like he's not. I feel like him going into the league now is putting a lot of pressure on him, and it's putting pressure on LeBron James as a father, because he spoke to Stephen A. and told him to like keep his son out of this. LeBron, you put your son in this situation. You initially put your son in this situation where he's gonna get a lot of hate thrown at him. And it's just, I don't know, but me personally, I definitely agree. He should have went back and played another 2 years, and maybe the outcome would have been a lot more better. Because don't get me wrong, he's where he's at. He's in the G League. You know, he's playing really good. His stats are really good. And he's progressing more minutes playing in the league, right? So remind you, he's still a rookie. He's not these other rookies who came into the league and just started, just started being good. No, they all started off trash, and then they came into the league and just dominated. They just dominated. So you had to give Bronny more time, bro. I I as you know, because I watch college ball, and then March Madness is going to be coming up soon, so I will be watching that. I'm really looking to see that kid from Duke University. I would love to see him play, but that's besides the point. Bronny James, all I can say is, bro, ignore what people say about you, dog. You made your choice to come into the league, and that's your choice. You can't go back. You've already made your choice. You've already played a few games. The season is already almost over. You're in the G League, so stay in the G League. Stay in the G League for 2 years, and then boom. But my concern is, are LA going to keep Bronny when LeBron retires? That's my biggest concern. Like, what's going to happen when LeBron retires and Bronny is still in LA? Are they going to trade LA? Is JJ Redick going to trade, Bronny? That's my only concern. Like, how's that going to work out? But we don't know how long LeBron's going to be playing. But I feel like he's going to play another year. But Bryce James will be coming into the league too after he plays his time in college, and see how that goes. But if LA drafts Bryce, there's gonna be a lot of heat attention on LeBron James family, on the James family. There's gonna be a lot of heat going on that. I feel like Bryce should get drafted by another team, because if he has both his sons on the same team with him, it's gonna be a lot of heat going on. If you think Bronny James is worse, watch how they react to Bryce, or for however long for however long Bryce stays in the league, not in the league, but in college, But it's I feel like they only have a problem, and the fans too. I feel like everybody has a problem because Bronny only played 1 year, but not only 1 year, he played half a year. Like, he didn't even play a year in college. He only played half. He only played half of his college year because of that cardiac arrest, and he came straight into the league. And then so I don't know. Brownie, you got a lot. Brownie, you got ways to go, dude. You got ways to go. I mean, you got years and years and years until you actually start proving people wrong. So yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. That's pretty much it. Um, what else? What else that I wanted to discuss? Um, at around at around 3:30, we're gonna discuss the Stephen Curry's heroic history making for his 40K. Yeah, his 40K. Um, the MVP, the MVP situation it started to heat up a little bit. The MVP is starting to heat up a little bit, and the reason why I say that is because everybody wants Shea Gilgeous-Alexander to be MVP. Now we all know that Shea is the rightful MVP. But if you go to the MVP ladder, by Basketball Forever in Sports Zeno, the MVP ladder you got Jokic at 1, Shea 2, Jason Tatum's at 3, Giannis is at 4, and then you got LeBron as a top 5 MVP. Right? So I wonder how, because MVP, they go by stats and your career, your team. That's how they go off with. So I don't think Shea's gonna get MVP. I don't. Like the way how not Shea, I'm Jokic. The way how Jokic has been playing, the amount of stats he's been putting up is putting him at a higher number to the point where he's going to get MVP again. If he gets 4 MVPs in a row, man, that's crazy. I don't know. But my question is, should the MVP matter if we already know Jokic is going to get it? I would love to see Shea get it. As a first Canadian, as I know, the first Canadian to get an MVP, and if he wins a ring, he will be the first Canadian to get a ring and get an MVP and a Finals MVP. That's just, I feel like Shea is going to be that player where he doesn't care what people say. He's just gonna go out there and ball and prove everybody wrong. But I got Shea winning for MVP, 100%. I got Shea for MVP. Everybody put Shea for MVP, y'all, in the comments. For when I post this video, Shea will be getting MVP, everybody. It's that simple. There's something else. That I wanted to discuss. Oh, yeah. So I was talking about this yesterday with my dad and my uncle, right? I was telling them that the Dallas Mavericks are going to consider thinking about forfeiting games due to the amount of injuries that the Mavs have had this whole season. And that's sad. Kyrie's out for the whole season. We don't know the return for Anthony Davis or Gafford or Lively. And you have no point guard, you have no centers. And I'm surprised you made it as a 10 seed and you're in the play-in. But you're not winning. You're not winning. The Kings are going to beat you. The Kings are going to win. 100% Kings are going to win. So for them to consider to forfeiting games, I mean, like, can you do that? Like, I don't think I've ever seen a team that's had this many injuries and has finally considered to be like, you know what, we're going to start forfeiting games because due to the injuries we've had. So I don't know, man. I just feel like I feel bad for Jason Kidd and I feel bad for Dallas. I really do, because not only did you get Davis from that trade block, and he gets hurt during his debut, but then Kyrie's out for a season. Davis is still hurt. And I don't know, like Nico Harrison, you messed the whole team up, bro. That all falls on you. That all falls on you, bro. For real, for real. It definitely does. Because the fact that you guys got to sit there and do that is crazy. I don't know, man. But speaking for injuries, LeBron is out. Is out for weeks. Dude, LeBron James could be out for a matter of weeks, not a matter of days, with a left groin injury. So he has a left groin injury. So he'll be out for weeks, not days, but weeks. So he's out. So it's just Luka. It's just Luka. Now it's his time to shine, to carry that team up and do what he does best until LeBron comes back. But a healthy Lakers, a healthy Warriors, a healthy Denver, a healthy Minnesota, any healthy team that's in the playoffs would be a really good playoff. And it'll be a really good game. Serious. Without a doubt. 100%. 100%. There is another thing. I feel like I've already said much of everything. Because if I did, then I could just go right into the Steph Curry history making. So it's like oh yeah. Well, see, look, like this right here. I literally just said it. Battle for MVP for Jokic and Shea. Shea is averaging 32.7 points a game, 5.1 rebounds a game, 6.2 assists a game, and 1.8 steal a game. His field goal percentage is a 53. And what is the H2H? I guess they both got 2 for that. But the thing is, Jokic has better stats than Shea. I mean, he's not averaging 30 a game or 40 a game, but I mean, like he is, but like Shea is not averaging 13 rebounds a game, 10.5 assists a game, and having a 58 field goal percentage. This was 6 days ago. The MVP race, yeah, and like I said, the MVP race is heating up, 100% heating up. But it is 3:27, so I feel like it is time to discuss the Stephen Curry 40K. Now I'm gonna get up, as you can see. Yep, right there. 4,000 career 3-pointers. 4,000. 40K. He's got 40K. Matter of fact, I'll put him out them now. Look at this, y'all. 40K all-time threes made. Remember when he passed Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, and became the number 1 all-time three-pointers made. All time. That's just all time. And James Harden is behind him, but nobody's breaking that record, yo. 40K, nobody's breaking that, yo. Nobody's breaking 40K. Nobody's breaking that. But I found this on TikTok. Someone posted a someone posted the hold on. I'll just pull it up. Someone posted the story of Stephen Curry, the man who changed basketball forever. And then I'm gonna go slide for slide, and I'm going to explain each slide. So first slide, Steph Curry had the same dream since early ages, and Steph Curry wrote this: "I would like to thank God this year for allowing me to move to a new country and live in a new environment. It was a great change, and I enjoyed it a lot. I look forward to going to the NBA when I get older, and I would like to get my college education." That's from Stephen. Steph had the same dream since early ages, playing in the NBA. Next slide. Steph Curry wasn't a highly recruited player, despite his NBA lineage. He was overlooked. He was overlooked by major colleges due to his size and frame. So I'm guessing he wasn't as tall, and he looked pretty scrawny. Like because before Curry started gaining more muscles and height, he was short. He was short and scrawny. So it was very hard for college teams to to give him a scholarship. Like you got to be in the best shape as possible. You got to be, you got to be as tall, you know, to feel like to have colleges looking for you. Be like, oh, he's this tall. Oh, bring him here. Bring him here. Too small, too skinny, not athletic enough. Critics doubted him from day one. So basically, yeah. So he was too small and too skinny. He was not athletic. That was so that was his issue why he couldn't get into any other colleges that he wanted to, because he was too small, too skinny. If you were to go into a high college school, you can't be too small, you can't be too skinny, and you have to be athletic. If you're not athletic enough, then colleges won't get you. He ended up at Davidson College, where he torched the defenses with his insane shooting. See, one thing about Curry is that he may not be athletic, he may not be, like strong or tall, like, but for his size and for him to shoot the ball very well, that's a scary weapon. He torched he torched every defense that was guarding him, and he just shot the lights out instantly. He helped USA grab the silver medal in 2007 FIBA U19 World Cup. So he helped the Team USA get a silver medal in 07. He took his team to the Elite 8 in 2008, shocking the basketball world. Despite his college heroics, Curry wasn't a top pick. He went 7 overall in 2009 to the Warriors. Injuries slowed him down early, but once he found his rhythm, there was no stopping him. So he was a late pick. He was a 7 overall, 46 pick. In 2009, he was a 46 pick, 7 overall. Went to the Golden State Warriors, and yes, he did have some injuries. And then, like I said, once he found his rhythm, there was no stopping him. He was a part of the gold medal winning USA teams in 2010 and 2014 FIBA World Cups. By 2015, he led the Warriors to their first NBA title in 40 years, kicking off a dynasty. That's when they beat the Cavs in 2015. Got his first ring. gave Golden State their first title in 40 years. Steph didn't just win, he changed the way the game is played. His unlimited range and quick release made the three-pointer the most powerful weapon in basketball. We've all seen all-time greats shoot the three. Larry Bird, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, they all had a phenomenal, good release and good shooting. But somebody like Steph, man. Ain't nobody gonna be like Steph. With that quickness and that fast release, the way how he shoots the ball, how he dribbles and finds himself to get open and scores the basket, it's insanely insane. Defenders had no answer. Soon, kids, pros, and even entire teams started building their offense around the deep ball. So, yeah, right there. Defenders had no answer. When it comes to facing Curry, it doesn't matter if you double team him. If you have the whole team guarding him, I don't think that won't be even enough. LeBron can't guard him. It's hard for defenders to guard him because he has so much speed and like he's fast, so he can cut behind screens like with ease and catch the ball and just throw it up and it'll go in. When you have a talented player who is athletic, has a really good deep ball, and can score efficiently, you start building an offense around him and defense around him, but a good offense around him, giving him good looks, giving him good opportunities to score the basket. Teaming up with Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and other legends, he helped Team USA get the gold medal in Paris 2024. He did. We've seen that. From an overlooked college kid to a two-time world champion, Olympic gold medalist, four-time NBA champion, two-time MVP, and the greatest shooter of all time. Curry's impact is bigger than basketball. It is. To be honest, the way we've watched Curry grow up and really put the haters to sleep is phenomenal. It is. It's phenomenal. To see this man develop so fast and to understand, like, okay, colleges didn't want me because I was too small, too skinny, because I was not athletic enough. Okay. I went to a college where they didn't care. They just wanted me there. And I made the other college's defense look like trash because they couldn't guard me. They couldn't stop me. I shot the lights out. Going to the NBA, 7 overall pick. 46 pick of the 7 overall. Was injured in 09. Came back from injuries and just dominated. Like, the same thing with LeBron. Came from high school to the NBA, played 22 years, and dominated. Same thing with KD. Came from college to the Supersonics, then became OKC, got some rings and an MVP, and just dominated. Same thing for these other veterans that are in the league right now. From college, from high school to basketball in the NBA. And then just dominated, making records, breaking records, creating their own records, making history. It's insane. It's literally like, think about it. It doesn't matter if you're too small, if you're skinny, if you're tall or big or not. And if you start having people talk down to you, he's not gonna be nothing. He's gonna be nothing, or he's gonna be trash when he comes to the league. He's not gonna live up to the height or expectations. Now it's time to show up, put the haters to sleep, and dominate. It's that simple. It is. But we're 58 minutes in. We're about to be an hour. So I will speak on the rest of the retirement of KD, Curry, and LeBron on hopefully Wednesday. If not, I will do it on either Tuesday or Thursday, and I will just do it then. But yeah, so it is 3:39. It's 4:00. So let me go ahead and put this music on, and then we're gonna get rolling. All right, guys. If you stay tuned to the end of this live, I hopefully appreciate you guys for just viewing my page and viewing my podcast and viewing my video clips. Please show some love and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to work as much hard as I can to get as much subscribers, as much viewers, and as much likes and comments as possible. And the only thing I ask for you guys is to just like, subscribe, hit that bell, put the post notifications on so that you can get every live video, recording video. And if you hit me up or follow me on Instagram at Bachelor Truth and Knowledge and Facebook or TikTok, I post video clips on all 3 platforms. And then so that you guys can watch those, and then if you comment or heart it, like it, share it to any of your friends and family, coworkers, whoever, and definitely share this podcast channel to all your loved ones and whoever. Share the love. Get everybody to rise up my subscribers so that we can get going. I'm trying to get this channel, high enough at a point where I can start coming out with merches, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and then I start getting paid for this. Like this is my, business dream. I would love to make this successful. So if you help, you guys, really help me out. But with all being said, this has been the Bachelor Truth and Knowledge. I am your host, Aramis, and I will see you guys soon. Peace out, y'all.